Hello, what's up guys and gals? This time it's Vinyl Monday with non-metallic release. Why so, you might ask? Because I've been pushing the boundaries every now and then, and when I get something that is beyond metal but still nonetheless interesting, for example synthwave or ambient, here it is. This time I will feature a band from Spain, so muchas gracias. And this one is kind of a synthpop, synthwave, depending how you wanna really describe it. This one is also Electronic Purification Records release, who have always been doing fantastic work with the vinyl, mostly with the synthwave ones, which I've done. Also, they have this subsidiary label called Electronic, what the hell it is? Purification Records. Sorry, Essential Purification Records for metal and Electronic Purification for synthwave. Here it is, my brain going to confuse you. Anyway, this is a gatefold vinyl, which you can pretty much see here. Looks pretty sweet. This is very thick cardboard, all quality I might add. Comes with a couple of transparent stickers, it seems, but more importantly, comes with the sturdy, I would guess, estimated on my estimation scale, 108 grams vinyl. Whatever the actual weight is, this one is indeed sturdy, not one of those lightweight ones, and it comes with a interesting double color. I don't know what it's actually called. I don't think this qualifies as a splatter one, but more like a swirl divided into two. Whatever it is called really doesn't matter. What matters is that this is good quality, looks nice, and all, you know, everything is top notch in terms of the format. Now, of course, people want to know, so how is the music and why are you just doing that with your vinyl? Because I can. Jokes aside, Fiction is one of these releases by this Madrid, Spain based band, which is sometimes described, I guess, synth pop, but there is a lot of synthwave thing going on. Definitely retro-ish in so many ways, whereas synthwave is usually, you know, fully instrumental and going all about, you know, in the world of Miami Vice music and the like, with a lot of active artists this time, and this year, you could say. Maxthor is a little bit different because they actually have a lot of pop elements, including lots of vocals. That is, there it's just, you know, pure singing. And as such, it kind of reminds me, and this is not exactly a positive wording I'm going to use, but nonetheless, reminds me of my childhood when artists such as Modern Talking were doing their music, and man, I dislike that stuff. I'm still not a fan, but some of the 80s pop wave, synthwave, or pop rock, whatever you want to call it, is actually pretty goddamn sweet. I like it so much more whether we're talking about metal or pop music than whatever 90s came, except for death metal and black metal for obvious reasons. Now, Maxthor is here with this album, which was originally released in 2020. This one came here a little bit late to the party, it doesn't really matter. I'm anyway running out of vinyl, so why not feature it on Vinyl Monday? And here you have all the essential information, including musical links and whatever, plus, of course, track listing, cover, and so forth. And this is here, interestingly listed as 80s, metal, pop, rock, AOR, electropop, indie pop, whatever. And I think those are pretty much good ways to describe the music, because that's exactly happening. It's like the pop music with those kind of 80s beats and, you know, clean vocals, like said. So there's a lot of synthwave going on in a way, but it is beyond synthwave for those reasons that there are lots of vocals, which are actually nicely done. And overall, the production here sounds so much like 80s. Like, it's like these almost like revisionist ways to describe 80s stuff, because, I mean, while there was a lot of good music around in the 80s, let's be honest about it, there were also lots of weird or outright bad ones. And Maxthor, had it been there back in the days, could have been actually one of the better ones, breaking success and all that stuff. Now, obviously, a little bit late to that party, some 35 years too late. This album is, interestingly, actually pretty good. I wouldn't praise it too much, but that is partially because I'm a little bit allergic to the given style. Now, I reviewed the previous album as well, and this is actually a little bit better. The band actually contacted me after this review, wanted to send me this for review because I was talking about it and having this kind of a soft spot for music of the 80s. I mean, why not? Now, I get it. It's a lot out of comfort zone for people who are into extreme metal or metal in the first place. But let's be honest about it also. There are lots of people who like, whether we're talking about pop, synthwave, ambient, dungeon synth, or just, kind of a rock or AOR music, especially people of my age, that is 40 plus, who have been interesting, like, hey, I want to go back to my childhood times when I was listening to this music, and suddenly listening to, artists like Kate Bush or Duran Duran or whatever. It's not that a bad idea after all. Even though when you were like 14 years old and you were just, confusing different elements and you just wanted that rebellion, maybe back in the day you all just wanted to play some Venom or, I don't know, Wasp, Slayer, Metallica, whatever. That was my childhood and teenage years anyway. But I kind of never hated the 80s music as much. I had the problem with the 90s techno music and dance music. That kind of made me throw up. But when I listen to Maxthor, I don't get that feeling at all. It's more like just giving me the good signs, what was right, not wrong with the 80s stuff. Of course, it's not bringing up nostalgia because this music didn't exist back in the days. I mean, genre did, but Maxthor didn't. So it's not like this is bringing my childhood back, like, hey, I remember hearing that song when I was 9 years old holding my mother's hand or whatever. I mean, dude, that wasn't real. But Maxthor is kind of pushing the right buttons with the given style. It's almost creating this, what I used to call fake nostalgia. So kind of reminding you of that nostalgia which really didn't take place. It's much like watching some Stranger Things kind of a TV show where you kind of get back to that era, even though obviously that wasn't done in the 80s. So it's more like a new way to do that kind of a retro stuff, but in a nice way. So all in all, I want to just give you a quick recap of this album called Fiction. If you like synthwave and you don't mind vocals, if you can handle synthpop with nice production and good vocals and some kind of a warm, fuzzy feeling that comes with it, this is definitely the stuff you might want to go with. And I think in so many ways vinyl is the best version because CD renaissance wasn't that big back in the days anyway. But vinyl wear and this kind of music with its kind of a cracks and pops while you're listening to it with the vinyl, I mean, it kind of belongs there. So if you're a fan of the given style, definitely give Maxthor a go. But then again, if you already know that you hate synthpop or even synthwave, I don't think Fiction is going to change that. That is too much Fiction. That being my review, give out the band a listen or not, up to you. You will find links provided in the description box. I hope you that you like it, but if you don't blame me. Blame these Spanish bastards. Oh, just kidding, not. Don't blame anybody. Cheers, and see you soon with more reviews coming your way. Bye.